All right, our next question that we have here is question number 39 in your packet. It says the volume of a 12-inch tall cone is 144 pi cubic inches. Which statement about the radius of the base of the cone is true? A, the radius is 6 inches and it is a rational number. B, the radius is 6 inches and it is an irrational number. C, the radius is 12 pi inches and it is a rational number. Or D, the radius is 12 pi inches and it is an irrational number. Okay, first things first, we want to refer back to our formula sheet. Our formula sheet is on the very cover. This exact sheet is what you will get on the PSSA, so we want to become familiar with it. We are given the volume of a cone. It's 1/3 pi radius squared height. I wrote that down so I have it on my paper. Okay, again, the volume of a cone is 1/3 times pi times its radius squared times its height. We are given the volume, we're given the height, we're trying to figure out what the radius squared would be in this formula. So I went ahead and I applied cubes to my problem, as usual, and I thought volume was very important to highlight. It's a 12-inch tall cone, so we know what shape we're working with, and it is 144 pi cubic inches. Our question is, which statement about the radius of the base of the cone is true? Okay, first things first, we already read through our options. There are two options that we can knock off right off the bat. And again, this is just knowing our terminology and knowing what rational and irrational numbers are. As we all know, pi is an irrational number. So if we go down to C, it says the radius 12 times pi inches and is a rational number. We could cross that off. Pi is an irrational number, so anything times pi is going to be irrational. 6 is a whole number. It is rational. So when we look at B and it says the radius is 6 inches and it is an irrational number, we know that that's not true because 6 is a rational number. So we can go ahead and cross off B also. Now all we have to do is take our numbers 6 or 12 pi and plug them right into our formula. So we're already given that our V is going to be 144 pi equals 1/3 pi times our radius squared times our height, which is 12. So the only thing that we are replacing here is our R. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to start with the 6 in our R spot. So I'm going to take my calculator. And since we see that we have 144 pi over here, we don't have to worry about this pi over here because they already just move that pi right over. So when we're multiplying, we only have to worry about 1/3, 6 squared, and 12. I'm going to start off with 6 squared. That will give me 36 times 12. That'll give me 432. So we used our 6 squared. We used our 12. We're left with 1/3. Okay, 1/3 times 432 is the same thing as saying 432 divided by 3. Our answer is 144. Okay, our answer is 144. 144 matches 144. Our option for A is the radius is 6 inches and it is a rational number. That's looking like a good one. However, we did have D left over as an option and we're just going to make sure that we can rule out D and that D is not correct. It says the radius is 12 pi inches. So if we go back to our formula and instead of replacing 6, we replace 12 pi, automatically, we know that this cannot be it because we have 1 pi here, 1 pi here, but only 1 pi in our answer. So if we have 2 pi's on this side of our equal sign, we also have to have 2 pi's on that side of our equal sign. Since we only have pi and pi squared, option D cannot be true. So all we have to do for this one is plug in 6 to our formula, which we know is on our formula sheet. So our answer to 39 is A.